Hi, I'm Christopher Taylor, the Mayor of Ann Arbor. Today we end Pride Month. 51 years ago, a band of persecuted community members took to the streets outside of the Stonewall Inn to fight against unjust laws and to demand equal treatment under the law, launching a 5-decade march for the rights of queer people across America and across the world. It's important to reflect upon the histories and the meaning of that night in New York. Police came to the Stonewall Inn to harass and arrest people simply trying to live their lives, trying to be true to their true selves. And in the face of this force and attempted degradation, instead of giving in, the crowd would not take it anymore, and an unprecedented unrest broke out that lasted for days. Now, the result of those summer nights was an active and a vocal movement built on compassion and protest, understanding and love, and a fierce determination to survive. It is a movement that has fought for and has won incredible progress for the rights of LGBTQ Americans, marriage equality, Civil Rights Act protections, with hopefully more victories on the horizon. It is a movement that has changed the world, a movement that has created the ordinary out of what was once simply unthinkable. Today, as we reflect upon the close of Pride Month, it's appropriate, I believe, to reflect upon the Black Lives Matter protest movement in our country today. Now, let me say plainly that I do not and never would equate the experience of African Americans with the experience of LGBTQ Americans. These stories, they are deeply and structurally different. It is true, though, that we gain a better understanding of the need for and path to change when we understand that systems of oppression and dominance are intersectional, and that their language very often rhymes. So for us who feel an allegiance and are trying our best to be allies, there are important lessons for us to learn that are useful for today's protests, and that is that silence itself is an act of oppression. Because movements for social change aren't effective because small groups protest from time to time. They are effective because they grow and they bring people together in righteous hope and determination to create unstoppable pressure for change and for social justice. Now, that's why I was tremendously moved to see that over 100 LGBTQ organizations, including GLAAD, Human Rights Campaign, and the National LGBTQ Task Force, that they've signed an open letter standing in solidarity with Black Lives Matter and the protests against police brutality. Now, Pride events, too, throughout this month have dedicated space to BLM organizers and protesters to help people come together, to join in a struggle. And so it is with us at City Hall. We fly the pride flag, and we also fly the flag of Black Lives Matter. Silence in the face of injustice is an act of oppression. Our work is not just to make statements or flags, however. It is to achieve meaningful, permanent change for everyone in our community who for too long has been marginalized. This is our project and our priority. Thank you.